The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. Deebo Samuel gonna get a chance to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin with Purdy. Hit as he threw it, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
And that's going to be enough to move the chains. 1st down, up past the 35. Out of the gun, here's Purdy.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
McCaffrey now from the pistol. McCaffrey, 1st down, and more. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
1st down, 49ers.
60 boxes, 60 boxes. 70
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. They get 14 on that hookup. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy, and that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and For this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll let this go for Pickens. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll be taken down.
Well, that certainly didn't take long. 2 back-to-back really nice plays, this one on the ground, and this is the idea, Mike. Every offense in the league, you want to strike fast. You want to have big, explosive plays.
Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. The Niners have got it. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going. It moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down. We'll move the chains up past the 20.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Play action now. Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's to the sideline and intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
All right, Mike, at this point, am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. You got one side losing it on a fumble, the other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy,
that'll be intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Purdy to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. To throw, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So on 4th down, the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, out to punt. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. This is taken at his own 30. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
With the score, Niners 3, Steelers nothing.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Mike is going to play a big role in who wins this one. Just one score, one lone field goal. All these two teams could muster in half number 1. What awaits us here in the second half? Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
It's our own 41-yard line.
This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
He'll give it to Harris again. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
We'll try to run for it with Harris. A gain of 17 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Giamador Lenore. He is out of bounds, but that's a nice return. We'll give the offense the ball up past the 45-yard line.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
And stretching it out toward the sideline, but the defense gets to him. He'll be taken down for a loss. Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll run here with McCaffrey. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Micah Fitzpatrick up to make the stop. It is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
That's taken in. And he's going to have a Niners first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down. Here's Purdy. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. So, points. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Isaac Guerrero. Touchdown, San Francisco. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Here's 1st and 10.
14.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is hard. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Throwing is Purdy. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
4th down, it's Purdy. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll let this go for Pickens. And he's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Here's 1st down. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle to Kittle. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
3rd down. Purdy. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. To throw is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On 2nd down, Purdy. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Gotta have it, 4th and 4. Here's Purdy. That's gonna be caught. And they're gonna get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's gonna work out for them. Now Purdy. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So I still think there's plenty of time if they can get within shot of the end zone that they can go for a touchdown and try to win this thing in regulation. You always have a field goal try in your back pocket to at least tie the game and force overtime.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Now, first and goal. Again in the air for Purdy. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They use a little home cooking here.